Hi, welcome to the Body Shop Physical Therapy. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can do some quad strengthening exercises right in your own home. You don't need any heavy equipment, and how you can use your body weight to get good quad strengthening. So the quad is the muscle on the front of the thigh. The quadriceps made up of 4 heads. It's got the rectus femoris, the vastus intermedius in the middle part. The outside is going to be the vastus lateralis, and the inside is the vastus medialis. Now, for exercises to strengthen the quads, you can run when you hit the ground. That's 2.5 times your body weight, activates the quads and can strengthen the quads. Also, you can bicycle with heavy resistance. The resistance is going to help strengthen the quads. These are exercises you can use at home to strengthen if you do not have access to a gym where you can isolate and strengthen in somewhere that has weights. So the first thing I want to do is warm my quads up and get them activated. And I also want to make sure that they are flexible and mobile. So what I'm going to do is roll my quads to begin with. And all I do is use a foam roller going right to the top of the hip where the attachment is, and then all the way to the quadriceps tendon, which is just above the knee. And I just want to release any tension, and if I have any tenderness, I can hold there and release that to mobilize and get the tissue moving. I will spend about 2 minutes doing this. And then I'm also going to mobilize the IT band, but there are a lot of adhesions between the vastus lateralis and the IT band. So I go right along that area and mobilize that. That's going to help me with my knee flexion so that I can bend my knee. If you have any knee pain, you do not want to do these exercises. Now, they can help to stabilize and protect the knee, so strengthening the quadriceps is important to keeping healthy knees as well. So I'm going to mobilize one IT band, vastus lateralis, and go to the other side. And after I mobilize this, I'm then going to stretch the quads, and then we'll go right into some isometric strengthening exercises just to give those muscles energy and let them know that I am getting ready to use them. And you can spend as much time mobilizing these areas as you need to. Once they have been mobilized, I'm going to stretch them, and I will just bend my knee, bring my heel to my buttocks. You can see the knee goes up. You can bring that down to stretch different portions. I want to keep my knee in line with my hip as best as possible. Hold for a minute and do 3 of these to get my quad flexibility. And I want my knees to have as much range of motion before I do these because I want to strengthen my quad through the entire range. So I'll go through, stretch the quad. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to switch to the other side. And my knee is up. I'm going to bring it down in line, hold that. After I stretch the quad, I then want to isometrically contract it. To do that, I'm going to fully extend the knee. So I'm going to go into a plank, and I'm going to tighten my thigh. Now I want to focus on my right side. So I'm going to tighten my thigh, keep the knee straight, and lift my other leg, and just hold that for about 30 seconds. I want to focus on really keeping the knee straight on the right side and tightening that thigh. So I want to feel the quadricep, the front of the thigh, working while I'm doing this. And then I'll switch to the other side, tightening the thigh on the left and lifting the right leg, focusing on the straightening on that left leg. So really tightening my thigh, focusing on the back of the knee being pressed up towards the ceiling and holding that for a 30-second count. So this is going to activate the quadriceps without it moving. So that is just going to start to encourage it to contract. Then what I can do with the knee bent, I also want to engage that muscle isometrically, which means that it's just not moving. It's going to be strengthened in one position. So I can do a wall sit. And I want to hold this for a minute. You can do up to 3. And if it is painful in the knee, you do not want to do this. And you can push up until the pain goes away in the knee. And then you just want to hold that there for a minute. This is a good way to strengthen the quadricep. 45 seconds. And I will just do one of these. So those are ways you can just begin to strengthen the quad without moving the leg and holding the quad in one position. If there's any knee pain or any knee discomfort, those are good exercises to start with. Once you have full range of motion in your knee, you're able to do these without any pain, then you can go right into other exercises and encourage that full range of motion. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So lunges are a good way to strengthen the quadricep. And I'm going to use some weights in my hand. You don't have to have weights. I like the counterbalance with the weights. So I can do 3 position lunges. I'm just going to keep my toes facing forward, stepping forward, dropping the knee to the floor, but not touching down, and then pushing right back up. So I can do forward lunges, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switching legs. So stepping forward with the opposite leg, keeping the toes facing forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. I can do 2 sets of those, even building up to 3 sets. Then I can do side lunges. So I'm going to go to the side and come right back up. So I'm just stepping to the side, coming back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alternating, switching to the other side. Stepping out with my left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing another set if I want to. Then reverse lunges. So I'm going to just step back and come right back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, squats are a great way to increase quad strength. I'm going to do a full squat. So I want to first check the range of motion, make sure I can go through the full range. When I come all the way down, I want to make sure that my heels can stay on the floor. So if my heels come up, then I need to work on my ankle mobility before I do a full squat. So I can come down to full squat and pressing straight back up. I'm going to have my toes slightly turned out. I want it to be comfortable in my knee. And then pressing straight back up. And here I'm going to do 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, coming all the way down, 9, and again, 10. Then I can do one-legged squats. Now, to do a one-legged squat, I like to hold on to something for just balance, and I'm gonna control it. So I wanna keep my knee in line with my second toe when I do my single leg squat. I'm gonna lower my back leg to the floor, but not put any pressure in when I come down. And I'll just do 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and alternating, making sure that my knee does stay in line with my second toe when I do these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. So those are just gonna be single leg squats where I am supported. I can also do sit to stands. So just finding a chair, you can use a low chair, high chair, and repeatedly sit to stand. Now, for strength gains, you want 80% of one repetition max. So this may not give as much strengthening as you want if you feel like you can sit here and just do a lot of these over and over, but it's still going to help with quad strengthening. Quads are functional muscle that we use on a daily basis, from just getting up, going, using the bathroom, and moving about. So the quadriceps are gonna be a large functional muscle. And when you do exercise this muscle, you should feel your respiration go up because it is gonna demand oxygen. Now, if I want to progress, I'm also going to do a one-legged squat all the way down to the floor and work on that. So I then can, if sit to stand is easy, progress to sit to stand using one leg. So just pushing up with one leg, controlling my lowering, coming right back down. So once you have worked on your single leg squat from a chair, you can then progress to a single leg squat from the floor. It's going to be a controlled, you're gonna lower down to the floor, and then using that same leg, pushing right back up, and the opposite leg, control, lowering down to the floor, and using that leg, pushing up just as best as you can. And that's gonna be a single leg squat from the floor. Now, one of my favorite quad exercises can be done on the knees. So if it does not hurt to put pressure on your knees, then going onto a soft surface, you want to keep your hip in line with your knee, and you want to keep your trunk still. And you're gonna control coming back and then pulling yourself forward. So you're using the quadriceps to pull yourself forward. Now, as you progress, you just go back a little bit further and pull back up. And you just want to go to where you feel that is challenging, and then work your way all the way down to the floor. So where you can come all the way back and touch down, and then pull yourself forward. So that really is going to strengthen the quads. If you go through all of these quad exercises, you will feel toast by the end. So you want to pick what is going to be a good strengthening exercise for you. You will get delayed onset of muscle soreness that lasts for 2 or 3 days, but you don't want to overdo the quads. You want them to be able to recover. So it takes 2 weeks for neuro readaptation, so you can get stronger in 2 weeks just by the neurological changes, and then you can hypertrophy in 4 weeks. So it just depends on your goal. Are you looking for strength? Are you looking to add muscle? all of those are going to play into which exercises and how much you decide to do. But those are all good quad strengthening exercises. You want to keep the knees healthy. Do not do any of the exercises if they are adding or hurt. So I hope this is of help, and have a blessed day.